Hello, I am Brandon, the humble host of Actual Play Broadcast. This will serve as an introduction to our broadcast for the time being. As we record and publish more, it shall change. We are still getting things set up, so apologies for any errors, skips, or silence that may occur. Everything will be smoothed out in due time. Please enjoy our broadcasts of various RPGs, and remember to tune in for more every week, as continuations or new adventures will be posted at such times. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
It fucked Craig.
I came.
And this
I
is
said
why
recording,
I'm not worried about us being monetized.
Yes.
Welcome everybody to another
as soon
episode.
as you say we can't say whatever, then that's
monetize that shit. Yeah,
Where's the
let's
fun
make
in
some
that?
fucking
Change it.
money.
Where's the fun in that? Welcome everybody to another episode of Actual Play Broadcast. We are doing probably our penultimate session to Wrath and Glory. Well, second to
No.
last. That'd be penultimate, wouldn't it?
I mean, we'll see where it goes. It depends on how you guys move, whether this is second to last or not.
I'm gonna move with quickness.
I did say I intended this to be 4 sessions ish, but like the ish is real important because y'all might make this 3 by dying or take some convoluted route that makes this 5 or 6.
All right, everyone. We're gonna derail it till we go longer. Got it.
You could, I'll be sad. But like,
These are things you must prepare for.
I made this and I told myself it's gonna be sandboxy and that's going to bite me in the foot. But you know what? It is what it is.
Well, I'm not in defeat, so I won't be biting you in the foot.
Not
Yeah, I apparently just fucking combined 2 euphemisms there. I don't know why.
Yep. We're continuing off. We have found the other strands of loyalists from the now traitor legions that sent us to our deaths and attempted to exterminate us using virus bombs.
It did not work out. It did not work out.
But now,
and
the loyalist world eater. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry.
and chaos now runs the world.
It's not great. But you know, a number of my brothers in the World Eater faction decide that let's like talk that good
You're
shit.
still alive. And we're all like, "You're still alive. We're gonna finish this."
And now Angron is in his way, where to kill his sons.
Yep, it had been announced that the Red Angel descends some time ago, and since then the World Eaters have gone largely quiet over the box. The weather is all right for now.
See how long that lasts.
The firestorms really cleared out the air.
I bet.
Damn, bro,
That
that's
said,
crazy.
it is you guys are veteran soldiers. You know that the storms are only a matter of time. Turns out when you superheat the atmosphere, it fucks with the humidity and shit.
Were we given direct orders like fully, or was it just like, hey, do what you can?
It was just do what you can. I went and I talked to Loken, and he was just like, as well as who else was I talked to? I talked to what's his face? The shit. I can't think of his name. Not Torgadden, fucking Tarvitz, Soul Tarvitz.
Yeah.
And he was also like, just go do what you can.
Yeah, at this point, they're rallying and still establishing lines. The Emperor's children are reportedly foiling the Emperor's children who are trying to roll up on the capital. The World Eaters are all goading their father into open combat, and the poor Death Guard are on the west side of the city, stuck in the trenches, because if they leave, they're probably dead.
and we are looking to either reposition those individuals or get a ship and get the fuck out.
Yeah, there was some talk about if the run could be made through the Undercity to the catacombs to possibly rescue some Death Guard, or if that would be a waste of too many resources. I remember you guys had started leaning towards going bird hunting for a way off the planet.
Yes.
Getting off this rock.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think from where we left off, we had agreed that that was the plan instead of going to go help the Death Guard.
Yeah.
There were too many. There were too many ifs and maybes.
Yeah.
With
Because
the Death Guard.
if you go to help the Death Guard on the west, you're gonna have to probably go through Angron, and that doesn't sound like a great plan.
Not 100%.
It was mentioned we could go around. It would just who
Yeah,
knows
it
how
would just
long it would take.
longer, and you're not sure what will be out there waiting for you.
Yeah. So, seeing about stealing a Thunderhawk to get off this planet to go, warn people.
Got to make a stealable Thunderhawk.
Yep. But yeah, I think last we left off, you talked to one of your CEOs. Not really much in the way of World Eater CEOs for me to talk to.
Yeah, you see a few of your kind around, but it's they're few and far between compared to the Sons of Horus and Emperor's Children that seem to make up the primary bulk of the inner city soldiers.
Yeah. And those that probably are still around are likely making their way to the front.
I mean, if you decide to question a few, you might be able to find out what their plans are.
I wish to challenge your father in glorious combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As world eaters, a world eater to a world eater, not a lot of talk needs to happen to figure out what their next goal is.
True. Though you know that like the world eaters who are either too in shock or over the initial insult of the bombardment are probably not going to like immediately let's go fight dad, because it's one thing when you're surrounded by a few dozen of your brothers to a few hundred, maybe you can take on dad, but on your own, every single one of you knows you wouldn't last a second against the Red Angel, which sort of tempers your zeal a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't have a bunch of my battle brothers screaming like, let's kill people.
Yeah, it's more that it becomes an echo chamber.
Yeah. But we can
So,
go.
yes. Oh, sorry, go on.
Brothers, what is the plan?
Right. Well, I think we ought to see about taking what supplies we can gather and making our way to go find this Thunderhawk. This supposed Thunderhawk, anyways. Somebody's got to get out and let people know that this is happening.
Agreed.
Eric looks up at the sky and just watches, like, for any signs of movement or any of the ships going about.
Yeah, you want to give me I think it was perception, awareness.
Awareness roll. Okay. Where is the dice channel? I can remember where this is.
Right where we left it.
And
Also, I
dice
need to
button.
remember. I also need to remember to go to the right dice spot.
I can't remember. How does this?
actually-
How do we decide assisting works in this?
I think I remember we decided assisting was really fucking stupid.
I do remember that conversation.
Because the health action gives a person a bonus dice equal to the helper's attribute or skill, which sort of means y'all can pool together 30-40 dice and make anything trivial.
That's
Um,
because anything can be solved with the power of brotherhood.
yeah. I may
Okay.
have that, like, because you're not able to, as a person who's not being the forward sole person working, you're not putting in the full effort.
Okay, makes sense. My awareness is a total of 7 icons. I get 2 exalted, 3 normals. No wrath.
Yeah. So between the time that you took helping out your fellow brothers and the listening to what's been going on over the Vox and looking around now and hearing and seeing things over the past few hours, even now there are birds in the air making runs that they haven't seen you can probably be chalked up to it. You can't really look out a window of a thunderhawk and see things clearly, and the auger arrays are probably shot to all hell with all the heat coming off of buildings and rubble and the like. So right now you
I'd
can
be
imagine
most-
that like they're doing strafing runs for trying to suss out survivors and just having the shittest luck.
Yeah,
I'll take
and I would be surprised if any auger arrays outside of probably the governor's palace having any form of functional. If
Yeah,
it's on the ground
you're a
level.
tech marine. You know for a fact there is a big reason why the Titans pulled out before the bombs went down.
Yep. But I
Because
am
and
still
have not
annoyed that they
returned.
decided to desecrate a very, very sacred vessel in space.
Oh yeah. You're not exactly sure where the Xerxes 977 landed, only that you saw it going down when you disappeared underground, but it's probably somewhere eastish. How far from the city? Hard to say. You weren't exactly doing the trajectory paths when you were running for your life.
There will be retribution. But yeah, no, Tarek is just kind of watching the skies, and if he's noticing any of the birds like making any headway towards ground besides attack runs, you'd probably want to
I
track
mean,
that to see if they're doing it on a regular basis.
yeah, it's hard to like make a I know where the birds are going to land guesstimation just because the topography of your battle zone has been changed by the virus bombs. And you know they are landing. They have to be dropping these reinforcements and these land raiders and the like. So clearly some are touching ground besides the ones that are just doing scouting runs. Where exactly that can be, it's almost impossible to say just glancing around and hearing what you have heard in camp, because even the rallied survivors aren't exactly looking for the origin point so much as they are planning ambush points and taking out those that have touched ground already.
Okay.
You know that it can't be coming. They can't be landing outside the city at the very least, or they would be swamped down by whatever Death Guard are still alive.
This is true.
We're still in like the I hesitate to call it a camp, but like the base camp.
Yeah, you're still around the Coral City Governor's Palace.
Cool.
Like we're in
Can
one of the
I
major cards.
That puts you on the north side of the city.
can I identify like any spotters or anybody that are kind of filling that role, and maybe go talk to them?
Spotters in which way?
People that are actively watching the horizon and everything, keeping an eye out for any type of activity to report.
Yeah, since you're in base camp, like there are communications officers sitting and relaying different reports that are coming in and out. You know that there's on the edges of the essentially established territory, there are people forming lines and watching out for possible encroachment.
Okay, so there's actually like dedicated Marines doing communications. Cool.
Yeah.
I would like to go ask them. Like, if you want to repeat it out, that's fine. But my goal is I want to ask them if they have any leads on where the bulk of the forces are being deployed from, as well as any other locations, because there's high likelihood that they are not relying on drop pods with the current atmospheric conditions. So they are likely shuttling down on Thunderhawks and other type vessels.
Yeah. If you want to find a communications officer, we can knock this out of the park. Are you looking for specifically like a communications officer of the Sons of Horus, or are you past caring whether they're an Emperor's children or, for some godforsaken reason, a world eater?
I think if I see a Luna Wolf communications officer, I'm going to prioritize speaking to them. Otherwise, I will probably take a more commanding tone and be like, I need this information. But I'll ultimately talk to whoever. It's just how, I guess, friendly you could say will vary.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be an asshole, but like anybody who knows me would be able to pick up on the difference.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, high or low?
I'm feeling low.
Damn. All right. You
baby,
find a
you
Son
love
of
to see
Horus
it.
pretty damn quickly too. You beeline like you have a fucking sixth sense
That was a 1, everybody.
on a D100. You'll recognize them. They aren't exactly part of your company, but you recognize one, Alexar Tarkeos.
Fantastic. Alexa, I need to borrow you for a moment, if you have a moment to spare.
He will lift from the Vox, his head from the Vox equipment, and just give a curt nod.
Yeah, I'll still have like my helmet under my arm since we're still kind of in the base camp.
Oh yeah.
So I'm immediately recognizable if he doesn't recognize me from like my armor or my markings as the 113th. There's a group of us that are going to be looking to steal a Thunderhawk. We're hoping maybe you all have gotten information from spotters or whatever. See where they are mostly deploying from. See if we could snag one when they come down, if you catch my meaning.
There's just a pause, and he gives another curt nod and takes his helmet off to show you the same respect that you're giving him. Well, reports are still mixed at the moment. We're not exactly sure what's going on in the greater part of the city, but we know that they're coming more from the south side. At the very least, the armored columns that the traitorous Emperor's children are bringing about have been coming up the central streets from that direction.
Yeah, those will have to be coming in on Thunderhawks or other vessels. So if the majority of the columns are coming from there, they very likely have a staging ground.
Yes, there
We'll
haven't
have
been
good
many
chances of finding something.
There haven't been many Stormhawks. What with our own lack of air support.
Right.
I imagine they didn't think it worth sending that kind of fighter.
Yes.
At the very least, you can probably find where the armored columns are coming from and the troops as you head south. Feel free to shoot down a few if you get the chance. They don't seem to be able to pick us apart from the flaming wreckage, and they seem a little hesitant to just fire into the carcasses of the buildings.
If we have the means, we'll do what we can. But right now, well, he kind of gestures to his bolter. Yeah, situation all around. We're making do.
He rubs his chin a little. Well, if we have any other ambush squads with extra equipment, I can ask them to leave you a dead drop.
Yes, I did some asking around. I was hoping to get my hands on some. I'm trying to remember what the name of the ammunition was. I think it was Kraken rounds that have the extra AP. Yeah. I did some asking around for some Kraken rounds. Nothing's come up quite yet, but I might make another pass over, see what I can find.
Yes, you and every other assault trooper. If you think you can pry a las cannon or two from the hands of the Emperor's children, that'll probably do some good too.
Yeah, it might be worth seeing if we can, if we're going to be going down the road where the Land Raiders are coming up from, just in case. Even just one would go a long way. Yeah. I'm sure Terra would be thrilled. All right.
At the very least, let me share some of the codes with you. If you find anything you think needs to be reported back, I'll make sure it gets disseminated.
Absolutely. Thanks, Elixir. Keep up the good work.
Emperor speed to you.
Yes. And yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make a sweep, see if I can, because I know I put feelers out for those Kraken rounds, see if I can, if that has borne any fruit, and see if I can get in a fucking las cannon or two.
Yeah. You want to make me brushing up on the getting things again. I know we did this last time, but
yeah, it has to do with influence. I'm not sure if that's like a dice you roll or.
I believe it was. Let me double check.
It's not a lot of dice if it's just your influence rating. I think I have like influence 4 because I have some influence that is not added into this. Or no, maybe it's 3 for me.
What do it's in your charisma or something like that?
I have.
There was a thing.
I have base 2. I have a background that's giving me +1.
You make an influence chest, which is rolling your influence. If it shares a keyword, you get 1 bonus die past the first. If you fail the influence test, you can spend wealth to add icons to your result. Each point of wealth is 1 icon. And then it's just based on its rarity and like the conditions. That said, it is a Astartes pattern las cannon. And if you're the only like overcoming why you'd need to make a test is you're trying to convince an Emperor's children to part with it.
Yeah.
They got most of the heavy weapons when they dropped onto the Coral Palace.
Yeah. So what? Do we share like how many keywords do we share? Is it like 2 or 3? Because what we're like Imperium, Astartes.
It'd be an Imperium Astartes. You don't really have the melt a keyword yourself, so you'd get 1 extra die to this.
Well, I see my only keywords listed are as like a character are Imperium, Adeptus Astartes, Sons of Horus. So I'd assume their keywords would be Imperium, Adeptus Astartes, Emperor's Children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so and then the guns also have their own keywords.
Yeah, but I don't know if that would necessarily carry over because like I as a character don't have a keyword for that.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
You have the Imperium keyword.
Yeah. That's an
so
Imperial weapon.
Unfortunately, doesn't triple up for you.
Yeah. So
That said,
I would have
it's
a
gonna
+4.
uncommon.
Or so I guess I roll 4 dice is how this works.
Yeah. You'll roll 4
Okay.
dice, and then you need to get a certain amount of DN.
Cool. Make sure I pick the right bot. I just put the number. A command is outdated. Please try again in a few minutes.
Oh no.
What? Try again. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
5 icons.
Oh yeah, you get 1 easy.
1 exalted.
Yeah. With 5 icons, you can convince a couple of Emperor's Children, we'll say up to 2, to part with their las cannons when you mention that you're going bird hunting, and they realize that they're not, therefore it's more worth going with you.
A quick question. What skill does that use? Is that just ballistic skill, or is there something else it would use that I'm missing?
No, it's still
It's
ballistics.
just ballistics.
Okay. I'm so used to systems having multiple skills for different types of guns
No,
when
if
there's
it's-
this much
if
variety.
If it's ranged, it's ballistics. If it's not, it's weapon.
Okay, well, if we can take 2, I'm going to take 2.
I will take one if you will toss me one.
Absolutely. That is
I
my
do
that
not
was my
like
goal. Yeah, I know he doesn't want one. I'm giving
I
one to
can
you,
only
and I'm taking
imagine-
one for myself in case.
I can only imagine that the World Eater's going to throw an axe at the ship.
Q Valhalla. I'm coming home. And I guess just going around, has my request for Kraken rounds borne any fruit? I did throw in that I was willing to exchange my base ammo for Kraken rounds
Tell you what,
if people wanted to make that trade as well.
let me use the right fucking dice bot.
Find these Kraken rounds in this book.
Las Imperium Heavy 8 reliable.
Kraken bolt rounds. There it is. AP -2. So hot, dude. So hot.
Ooh, I have to be careful. This one actually has potential for ammo issues. God damn.
It's fucking wild that it picked up me hitting the desk.
Yeah. All right. You don't see any. You don't hear anything. At first, at least. But when you are getting ready to head out, you will turn and see a ammo case with the name Ephraim written on the side of it.
Oh, that's so good. Oh,
Inside will be 5 magazines.
Oh god, only 5. Okay, make it work.
Yeah.
Cool. So
A lot
I
of people
will-
are asking for Kraken rounds when they heard they're fighting their brothers.
Yeah.
A lot of
going
Space
out into the
Marines are
field.
finding out that bolter rounds not honestly that great against Space Marines. You're
Or-
wasting whole mags.
You guys haven't used any magazines, right?
Nope.
Like you're still full. Okay.
I haven't fired my
cool.
gun.
I technically don't have to worry about it with my
That's
guns
fine.
attached to my body.
Um,
I have to
Okay.
worry about it
Well,
for the
you
last
don't use bolters, do you? You have a plasma and a las.
yeah, that's what he's saying.
because they're attached to my body and the way it works for me as a tech marine, I technically do not at this time have to worry about ammo. They just overheat if I get the ammo result.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Kraken rounds as a separate entry, and I'm taking all 5 mags. It says 5 out of 5. I'm going to leave. I have to go down by 4, so I go from 12 to 8. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to leave 4 mags of my regular ammunition. Might make me look like a little bit of an asshole because I didn't leave on a 1-for-1, but we're going out into the field, and I am making sure I am completely stocked up on ammunition. So I've got 8 rounds of standard bolter ammunition and 8 mags and 5 mags of Kraken rounds. So there we go. That's fantastic. It's not as much as I would like, but we make do when we're killing heretics.
Yeah.
Or sorry, traitors.
Yeah, you got enough successes on the roll that they're not gonna pay you much mind for not leaving 5 mags.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like you run out of. I would say, Brandon, because we're going to be fighting Space Marines. Be liberal. If dumping a mag gives you enough of an advantage to kill somebody, don't hesitate.
Yeah,
I've got extras.
My
Just
job
don't
is
do
to
it every round of combat. I know you're a melee guy, but if for whatever reason shooting is needed for that round or whatever, don't be afraid to lay into that trigger a little bit.
My job is to deliver death. I will deliver any means necessary.
Very well.
I mean, I will do it. It'll be fine.
We know our duty, and we will do it.
So,
all right.
My only question is that we have these cannons. If we pop one of these fuckers out of the air, are we just gonna drag it back?
As long as we are not hitting the engine components or structural zones, we will be fine with whatever salvage we have to do with them.
I'll trust you on that because you know more about it.
Terra is quite competent with the standard vehicles. As long as we don't, trash the thing, he should be able to repair it.
There's enough front to actually take down such beautiful machinery, but it is necessary for our purposes.
I mean, we'll build it back up.
I imagine it helps that they're being driven by traitors, so,
I just want on the record that there are nowhere near enough weapon slots on this fucking PDF.
No, there is not.
Nope.
I'm gonna copy over the last cannon stuff into the Warhammer chat.
Ah, thank you. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, because it only gives you like 2, right?
We have 4, and literally my bolt gun, my bolt pistol, my frags, and my cracks take all of the 4 of those slots. So my base kit takes all of the provided weapon slots.
Same, and that was because I had a knife instead of the grenade. I just have those marked off to the side.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there was like another page on this sheet to like have extra.
Yeah,
slots.
It's definitely a miss on their part.
Yeah.
That's the thing we can talk about when we do a review.
Yeah. Also, ultimately, not really that big a deal.
Entirely, no.
But I just remember last time that I was able to get and obtain a power sword, and now I have a power sword and a power axe, and I am fucking ready.
Yeah, from one of the deceased squads. And you're like, well, they're not using it anymore.
Nope.
Anyway, so you guys are off?
We're off.
I believe we are off.
Decide to head straight south. What route do you guys want to take going through the city? Are you heading south, or are you going to keep east to avoid any possible spillover of angry Marines?
I will let the people that do not have to worry about going into frenzy plan that.
I'm sorry, what was the question again? I was putting that information in the chat.
What route are you going to be taking in to go bird hunting? What is your preferred? Are you going to want to keep east, possibly avoid any maybe spillover of whatever the fuck the world eaters are doing? Are you gonna just head straight south, or are you gonna start on the west, work your way east?
Definitely avoiding whatever the fuck the world eaters are doing, because I don't want to get near that fucking tar pit.
So you wanna keep towards the east side as you head down?
Yeah, I think the plan is like we kind of came in almost like mirroring to a degree where a Land Raider column came in. So I think the goal is to avoid that tar pit with the world eaters and using what information we have, make our way towards follow back the direction that these Land Raiders are apparently coming from. Land Raiders are massive, but we are in a city, which means there are only so many routes that they can take. And there are probably a lot of routes that we can that they can't. So I think that is going to be the goal. And if it means Ephraim has to kind of like lead the party through it, that's fine. But kind of stick to the shadows and move using routes Land Raiders can't take, but try to essentially be tracing them back from whatever staging area they're coming from. Because if they're coming in entire columns, a Thunderhawk can only drop one at a time. They have to have a massive staging area.
Yeah. As a note, here's just for reminding and keeping track of stuff. Here's a map of the city along with like where drops ended up happening. At least towards the beginning. It doesn't show the west side. But essentially, apologies for the listeners, as unfortunately tactical, there's a little visual aspect to it. The Land Raiders are coming up that large central street that you can see that kind of splits up into a Y below the palace, as well as some of the land here that heads diagonal down southeast. And at least that's the ones that they've been intercepting and ambushing.
Okay.
It's not to say that there isn't possibly other fighting going on. There's a large street to the east where traitors may or may not be amassing. But there's just not enough information and not enough people really networked to get the full picture.
Yeah, is a big thing is because when you're rolling columns of tanks and such, especially in a city like this, like I said, you're not going to have a lot of room for maneuverability, so you're pretty limited to sticking to major roads. So the chances are they got onto the closest major road and just followed it for as far as they could.
And even the major roads are kind of fucked, which is why any of the Emperor's children will tell you, we just wait for them to get like in the middle of the ambush zone, and then we just start shooting, and it's not like they can roll backwards, and they're definitely not turning around.
Oh yeah, and they just don't have options. So I think that's ultimately the plan, is to just take advantage of the fact that it's a city, and they're trying to make use of armor, but there's got to be a landing zone for it, so we're gonna go find it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can't. It's still streets. It's not like we're like shoulder to. We're not like stuck in single file column.
I imagine some alleyways, maybe, but for the most part,
if you're trying to like make your way through alleyways and destroyed buildings, there are some points where it's gonna be a little bit tight, but otherwise, you can.
Yeah, my goal is to be discreet, so that trying to eliminate being in the open as much as possible, because I feel like Ephraim would be distinctly aware that there could just as easily be roaming tactical squads of traitors.
Do you guys want to make a stealth check moving south then?
I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
I as a player think they're probably mostly focusing on where the majority of the actual action is, but you never know.
I mean, we could still run into a squad that's making their way there discreetly.
Yeah. I imagine a lot of them are in Land Raiders going from point A to point B because they are afforded that comfortability, but, you know.
I mean, it's comfortable until it gets very warm.
I mean, they're Space Marines.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What is warm?
Stealth test.
Yeah, I mean, the whole city might as well be Floridian at the moment.
Ooh.
Gross.
It is hot and humid due to the essentially all the atmospheric moisture getting vaporized, and
Bro, I'm supposed to be good at this.
the sky burning brought the ambient temperature up, so all that vapor is just hanging low in the air.
Yeah, I got 7 icons.
I got
Apparently
4
the
and
guy
a
with the least
complication.
amount of stealth. Apparently the guy with the least amount of stealth is also getting the best. 10 icons, 3 exalted.
Yeah, well, you say least amount of stealth, like it's not
one
die
difference.
difference. Yeah. I said, God damn, a lot of icons from a lot of you.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
did have a complication.
I see
but
that.
4 icons.
Go away. That's combat options. I need to this fucking apologize for the slowness. It's a new system as we've established previously.
Yeah. It's also been a hot minute since we last recorded this. It's probably been
my God,
over
way to
a
date
month. Yeah.
FYI, I plan to, when this is done,
Release them back to back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Like we did with Alien.
Charlie.
Yeah. It will occupy at least a month of airtime, and it's great. But
You know
I
what?
like to think you're good.
No, you go on.
I like to think that, like, while we're doing this, Harkin is just like, this is odd. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, you know what? As you guys, it is good that you rolled well. Because you guys managed to run into a patrol of you're pretty sure not friendlies going around sweeping through buildings. They have some nearby armor, but it's only a couple of rhinos in this case. The frame is the first to realize when he almost just walks into a doorway with a room full of them.
Well, shit.
But we're able to maintain our stealth.
So far, they have not noticed you.
Cool. Oh well.
Hell yeah.
Over the Vox, across us, just there's a squad in there. Let's keep moving. Get out of the area.
I mean, if we thin it out there, that's less that our brothers back at the palace have to worry about.
And then potentially more come down in the area and start looking for us.
Makes sense.
I understand where your heart is at, brother, but if our mission is to succeed, they need to think we're not out here.
Bigger picture. Go.
Yep. Just keep moving. It's actually a question I want to clarify. Are we going on the assumption that, like, there is, like, the average Space Marine has a degree of noise suppression in their boots?
I mean,
because that's something I've seen in a lot of conversation when Astartes came out, that the fan animation. If you're listening to this and you haven't seen Astartes, are you even a Warhammer fan? Go watch it. It's really good.
It's possibly the best Warhammer animation. I say that. There's a few good ones.
It just is. There's no debating it. And there's a lot of discussion of like, is that standard Astartes kit? And some people are like, no, only the Raven Guard have it, surely, and such. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like
maybe in 40K only the Raven Guard have it, but this is 30K. Everything's better.
Valid. Okay.
True.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So yeah, just hustle. Get out of there before we get spotted.
Yep. It's obvious you can see Harkin being twitchy.
Twitchy.
You'll be okay, buddy. So yeah, we move.
All right. You guys keep on going. Make me awareness tests. You've been going for a couple hours, and at this point, you're starting to get to the point where you're going to want to be looking out for potential drop zones, or at least like overhead runs.
Oop! I almost rolled 52 dice.
Bro, I'm gonna put this fucking bolter in my mouth.
Same.
Oh no! Oh, okay. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at Zach's. Goddamn.
Don't look at mine.
Zach.
Normal icon in the complication.
Fuck. You are not aware of anything. Okay.
I'm not. That is a straight zero across the board. No complications either.
Damiani, can I take my glory and just remove the complication that Zemian has given us?
No, I have a better idea.
No.
Son of a bitch. Because I got 9 icons with 4 exalted and a glory.
Well, I did not expect this to happen. One moment, everyone.
Nice, just not my night, dude.
You know what? I can at least shoot people without making any.
3 rounds of werewolf, and then I come in here, and every roll I make is fucking complication outside of that supply roll.
To be fair, in werewolf, you were targeted.
I very much was.
I think I'm also the only person in this group that actually has a gun that does not make noise.
No,
I have a silencer on my bolt gun.
Yeah. You have a silencer, but mine actually has no noise at all.
Well, you see, this is 40K, so because it says silencer, the bolter makes no noise.
Yeah.
That's how that works. It's 40K. Your argument is invalid.
It is a 30K, but even then, still.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, 30K. But yeah, therefore, it's even better. It's absolutely silent.
It's only a soda can size RPG rounds. Like, surely those don't make noise if you just put a little bit of metal around them.
Oh,
so now that Ali has had an aneurysm. I did not expect to have to whip this out so quickly, you know.
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, he's figuring that out. He's hyped for Space Marine 2.
I'm pretty hyped about it.
I'm not sure.
I saw some of the multiplayer gameplay and seeing the customization options and just thinking, I get to play a Primaris Carcharodon? Ooh. Yes, please. I want to be angry. I even killed the mold in the basement boy. Vaguely remember them trying to surrender. Killed them anyways. Just slathering blood over my helmet. For those of you that know that meme, you know, shout out to you.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Space sharks are based. That's all I'm going to say.
The Carcharodons are. It's weird that they're fucking Raven Guard.
I mean, you know,
I'm not sure exactly sure who would be better, but like it feels weird that they're Raven guard.
I think like spiritually they wanted them to probably be like pulled from Space Wolf stock, but then they were like, but you can't.
Yeah.
And then they were also like, well, Night Lords would make sense, but we can't like have as confirmed traitor gene seed there. So they're like Raven Guard. They're still sneaky as fuck, but they do terror tactics like the Night Lords did.
Mm-hmm.
They had a book where they were on a prison planet and they threw down with Night Lords. And I really want to read it. They're cool as fuck. You cannot convince me that they do not have Primaris Night Lord stock in their numbers once the Primaris remain available. Because they totally have traitor gene seed in those Primaris Marines. Not all of them, obviously, but
I mean, isn't one of the new chapters like almost all but confirmed to be Emperor's Children stock?
I mean, allegedly.
Because Call is testing the waters on if you
Yeah.
bring all that shit back, because that's a lot of waste of resources.
Gilman told him no, but you know, he was also told not to fuck with the gene seed, and here we are.
He's also told not to make AI, and look at Gilman's new assistant.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So, yeah, I mean, I think there are entire chapters of Primaris out there that have traitor stock, and I think there are probably chapters that have been reinforced by a traitor stock. So yeah, I absolutely think that there are like Kakaradon Primaris that probably have Night Lord stock in them. Yeah. Which is hot. I'm all about it.
Here for it.
They need to just like make them an officially supported chapter in model range with custom armor bits. I want it. I want it real bad. Redo, if anything, because it used to be a Forge World model. They need to redo the Tyberos model. Give us a proper make in plastic, proper size, everything.
I need your website real quick since we're waiting for
the old one doesn't do them justice.
I'm sorry, I fucking was not prepared for this to happen so soon.
I'm just free forming here, trying to buy time.
Yep.
Because goddamn, if they got us a proper character model for Tyberos, in awe of the size of this lad. God, oh my God. Have him cross the Rubicon.
How big is he supposed to be?
He's huge. He is big for a Marine. He essentially has custom sized Terminator armor. He is massive. Yeah, he is big. So he has a custom suit of Terminator armor. He has dual lightning claws on his Terminator armor. The man's fucking kitted out. There's a reason why they call him the Red Wake. If he crosses the Rubicon, man, it's gonna be massive, huge, man. Gonna be in awe of the size of this lad. He might be. Well, I don't know if I'd say he'd be approaching Primarch size, but I don't know. He could be. He could be a little bit smaller than a Primarch. Like he could be getting there.
Shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, actually, let me see if I can find the art to send you, because there is official art of him. And yeah, the Terminator armor aside, like, just a big fucking guy. I'll drop it in the 40K chat.
Excellent. Okay.
This image cycles around a lot, and people don't realize that that's who this is. But this is Tyberos. He's facing down a Mantis warrior with one arm missing.
This picture.
Yeah, that's Tyberos.
Oh.
That's the man himself.
Big boy. And like, I get it. He's in Terminator armor, but that is a big boy in Terminator armor.
Oh, yeah. He is bigger than your average Space Marine.
What the fuck, yo?
That image screams. That image screams. Found out.
Meanwhile, here's the official model. Doesn't do him justice.
It doesn't.
The wild part about this image, though, is like he is being honorable. As murderous as the Carcadons are against traitors, this Mantis Warrior, he's like actually giving honor to this Mantis Warrior. Guy's down in arms, so what does he do? He deactivates one of his lightning claws and is like willing to throw down with him still. Mantis Warrior still doesn't have a chance, but I mean,
I was
he
going to
could
say,
have just
so
been a murderous
honorable to fight a
bastard.
normal space marine in your Terminator armor.
But like, that's kind of the thing, right? Though, like, he could just acknowledge that difference and just slaughter the guy. Like, he's probably going to win it anyways. Why would you? But like, he's going to do it anyways.
Because that's what heroes do.
Hyper. That's a way of putting it. I was like, I don't know if I'd call them heroes. The Imperium has thought about, well, there's been inquisitorial agents that have thought about marking them as traitors before. They specifically kind of like, they're not eager to resupply the Carcharodons because there are concerns about them like being a little too murder happy. I think there's concerns that they might fall to corn, but they are fiercely loyal to the Emperor. Fiercely loyal. So they kind of just let them go do their thing, and they try to hold off on not oversupplying them. They just give them stuff when it's reaching that point. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are sneaking your way southeast, keeping close to main roads in the hopes to find one of these like landing positions. And lucky enough, while a couple of you may have missed it or only distantly acknowledged, your tech marine, in tune with the machine spirits and the keeping a tab on the more technological methods of perception, manages to locate that a Thunderhawk is coming in with a Land Raider on a position that is fairly close to yours.
I hear on the boxes there is a drop site. So, according to these coordinates, we are fortuitous in this endeavor.
Is it just one?
It would appear that it is just
only
one hawk with a single Land Raider and its crew.
Right then. Let's go check it out.
All right.
And, start heading that way.
You guys will make your way over, and you'll get there in time to see the a Thunderhawk coming in. It takes a given that it has a Land Raider under it, it is being fairly slow and cumbersome with its coming in. So it's not like making a pretty steep descent. It comes from essentially the south, coming off of the city and just flying over it until it finds the spot that it's looking for. And can all of you make me a tech use test?
Yes. Maybe you're back at the
use. Ah, shit.
Do I get anything else? Bonuses?
You know what, Eric? One moment. I believe.
Oh my fucking god!
I'm sorry. What?
I threw 3 dice, and that's what I get a glory on. And an exalted icon in a normal.
Oh my god!
The role I fully expected to fail horribly, and I succeeded rather well at it.
Tarek, you will be gaining half of your rank in dice on this.
Half of my rank, rounding up. Okay.
Nerd.
I mean, yeah.
Wow. That's a little bit on the lower side with that extra dice there.
It's 6 successes. Right? Don't let him fool you.
But yeah,
And
it's 6
you
successes, 2 exalted.
Mm-hmm. And you got one icon total on yours, right, Brandon?
Yeah, I got one icon total.
Okay, so we have 1 icon, 3 icons, 6 icons. That's
And a glory.
a nice amount. And a glory. You know what? A second. What you like to do with that glory? Double check that, because I'm pretty sure you get to choose what you want to do with it.
Yeah, I know I can establish like a narrative thing.
Mhm.
I'm not sure like how tied to what the role, because it's a tech role. We know it was one ship coming down.
I'm gonna tell you now. This tech role is reactive counter intrusion protocols.
Interesting. Okay. So they're
Something
trying
or
to.
someone is trying to gain some level of control over your suit.
Hey, that's not cool.
Could. Ooh. Okay. So they have to be aware of us. Chances are they're not on the ship. They're probably infantry following us, maybe. In that case, could, in their attempt to do a counter intrusion, could it be that something about the suit system is able to effectively backtrace the source of the intrusion and give them away where they are?
Sure, you can get the location of the source from this. You didn't get enough icons to succeed and fully stop the hacking attempt, but you managed to, with the your expertise and your priorities, get the location. Meaning Harkin and Ephraim, you are subject to this in its entirety. Tarek, you managed to very quickly, not knowing the source of this, essentially loop the commands that are being given to your suit into an infinite loop that quarantines it effectively. Rerouting it infinitely until such time that you decide that you want to just delete that protocol entirely or take a closer look at it. More specifically, though, perhaps to your surprise, it's your Vox units that are being taken control of. So,
Intriguing.
Tarek, you will silently hear as a voice is projected from Ephraim's and Harkin's Vox units. Death to the traitors. Death to all those who would harm the children of Mars.
I see.
And then the bird that is getting ready to land is going to encounter some difficulties.
Praise be the Omnissiah.
Right. Anyone want to explain what the fuck just happened?
Oh, one moment.
It would appear we have been blessed by the
Oh
vestiges
no.
of the Omnissiah vessel.
Have we though?
9. It's going to shift 3 times to that's plus that. Wait, that's not the right one. Where was? There it is. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. So are you guys looking up at the bird as it comes in and all of this happens?
I would be.
Cool.
Sure.
My awareness of fucking 0. Yeah, that very much is like, ooh, bird.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Kind of not really paying
Apologies.
attention.
Math is happening. So that goes down to where thunder. Yeah, you'll see the one of the engines of the Thunderhawk just start glowing red for a few moments before combusting. Promptly making the Thunderhawk lose its balance in the air and take a dive sideways into one of the buildings. Ephraim, you have come to learn from the counter intrusion that about 3 blocks over, there is a pretty skilled technician of some sort.
Behind us?
It was on the other side of the landing zone from you.
Interesting.
So ahead of you.
So yeah, Ephraim will say over the Vox, there's some kind of technician messing with Vox channels, it seems. About 3 blocks that direction, and he'll sign.
Binary screeching can be heard over the Vox.
Yeah, Tarek.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna do me a favor?
What do you mean?
You have the requisite capabilities to give me an investigation.
I probably do. What is
if you
my
would like to.
investigation? More than likely, especially now that it's been pointed out that there is some sort of technician fucking with our radios. 6 icons, two of which are exalted.
Cool. That is well more than enough to get some information on what the fuck just who the fuck just happened. Between death to the traitors and vengeance for the blood of the children of Mars, you're pretty fucking sure this is some sort of AdMech thing. And with the investigation, you can tell that the noosphere is pretty lit up. Particularly, while there's always been a little bit of activity on it as different Mechanicus elements that have been in the city at the time or are handling different bits of armor have been talking to each other. There is now one Caleb Decimus that is blaring his credentials and lots of bad words towards traitors and heretics of the Omnissiah. Specifically, one Caleb Decima Invictus, Lord of Ruin, Archmagos of the Ordo Reductor.
I see.
Literally who?
Fancy title for fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Astartes, the jocks of the 40K universe.
See. Well. Ordo Reductor. I would make them Titan, wouldn't they?
No.
No.
They're the people who oversee the use of the number of doomsday devices in the Mechanicum's retinue. As a refresher, the Xerxes 977 was an Ordo Reductor Galleass of War.
Okay.
Translation: he would have been in charge of the virus bombs.
Not necessarily the virus bombs.
I mean, you're talking about weapons of mass destruction. A virus bomb can take out an entire planet.
Oh
They
yeah,
should
I
have-
mean,
That's entirely true, but that they also took down the Mechanicus ship.
yeah.
Well,
You logic
that's the
would
question.
dictate. Oh, go on.
That's the question: is that given his position, it would stand to reason he is in charge for overseeing everything involving the virus bombs. So realistically, if they wanted to drop a virus bomb, they would have to pass it by him.
Or
Given that there are a long string of explicitives, not that Ephraim is aware of this yet, but hypothetically,
I mean,
they
you
might have
heard death.
bypassed him. And well, traitor is a little bit fuzzy right now on who's the traitor to who. To us, they're the traitors. To them, we're the traitors. But if it could be he's on our side because maybe they bypassed him to drop the virus bombs anyways without his permission, and potentially kill other Mechanicus. So just saying.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, you saw flaming the Xerxes flaming and falling to the ground. Can't imagine that was by choice.
More than likely not.
Probably not.
More than likely not.
To clarify, since it has been a while for us, the Xerxes was the ship we saw going down before the virus bombing.
So just as general knowledge, because I believe your tech marine did share this. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, Ali. As you guys were getting ready to, Tarek got the essentially announcement protocol, like communication from the Xerxes 977 warping in. You guys hit the ground and communication was promptly cut off just because you guys had a job to do. As you came up, the message for the virus bomb was given, and Tarek heard cries of vengeance for Mars as he saw the Xerxes descending from the cloud line. It was, even as it fell to the ground, what guns it could operate were still firing off in directions.
Gotcha.
I would have made that an announcement very clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
You aren't exactly sure what the protocol may have been from, but your tech marine absolutely would know that the Xerxes coming in this late, particularly on an operation, seems a little unusual to begin with. Generally, the Mechanicum doesn't just run late, particularly with if it's the go-to on destroying a planet. That said, as far as the rest of the two of you are concerned, weird cyber people.
Yep.
You want
Normally they're
particularly
very
a world
comfortable.
leader wants to do with as little as possible with them.
Fair.
I'm used to the techno babble. I just have learned to nod and say, "Oh yeah, okay," whenever Tarek is rambling.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Look, I came from a mudball water world.
That's fair.
Our advanced technology was fabricators that made laser guns, and that was it.
Hey,
That was
it's
our
good enough for some.
technology.
They'd glass entire planets for that.
Yep. But back on track.
Yep. Cycling back to the present.
Yes, we need to deal with that technician if we're going to take that Thunderhawk and assess the damage.
Can you inform him that we're friendly?
He is not friendly.
Well, we saw that.
How roughly far away is this technician?
About 3 blocks.
Yeah, for him, if you'd like to share, it's about 3-ish blocks.
Yeah, he did say he was 3 blocks and signaled the direction.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's essentially 3 blocks opposite side of where the presumed landing area would have been, which is a nice little like park area.
Okay, I forgot how do the distance units work for our gun. God damn it.
They're meters.
Oh, it's based in meters? Okay,
Yeah.
so if it's 3 blocks, that's a fair amount of meters.
Yeah, you also don't have a line of sight. You don't see the person.
Damn.
You've just deduced this because you have access to the noosphere, so you know like a lot of this angry rambling is happening over that, which is generally a tech priest only.
Mm-hmm.
That said, moments after the landing seems to settle, there is gunfire beginning, as well as some kind of cannon-esque noises.
Well, we can either go try to wrap that up. That way we can assess the damage on the Thunderhawk, or try to find a different one.
The cannon sounds, do they sound like they're coming from where the Thunderhawk landed, or do they sound incoming?
They sound closer to where your John Doe was pinged.
I see. Almost definitely not friendly then. Cool.
Mm-hmm. But however, the firing is on both sides.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, everyone wants to start moving and start moving towards the direction of this technician.
Let's do it.
Yeah. If it sounds like he's engaging in combat, don't want to go like around, but try not to presumably put ourselves where we'd be directly in line of sight, but otherwise trying to go as fast as point A to point B.
Okay. If you guys want to save time and bolt it, want to make me some athletics checks.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Let's go.
You can note that the intrusion has ended. Whatever program was sent to blare that announcement from your Vox units has done its job and promptly deleted itself.
Is mine still going?
I mean, yours never performed its duty, so it's still like trying. It's just looped into its own quarantine.
Cool.
Like I said, you can hold on to that and like a partitioned section of your hardware until such time as you decide that you want it gone or you want to dissect it or something.
I want to be able to throw this back at that fucking technician. You try to infect me with this fucking malware, eat it.
All right.
So I got 3 icons, 1 complication from me.
I got 4 icons, 1 exalted.
I got 3 icons. That was it.
Okay. Well, you know, that'll essentially speed you along a little bit. You're all pretty on pace with each other. And a good almost minute will end up getting by as you navigate to safely and sort of still keeping in not being the most obvious motherfuckers ever get to like the side of this engagement. You can see from the ruin, from like the second story of a building, on one side is the ruined building where this Thunderhawk crashed into as it lost control. And the Land Raider has opened up to let its marine payload spill out.
Engine.
Yeah, there's about a dozen Emperor's Children taking positions, firing against what appears to be several mechanical battle automata. More specifically, you see man clad in red robes with several, about 5 snake-like robots coiled around him firing bolters. And 3 larger, you would recognize these Terra as Thanatar class battle automata.
Oh, Thanatars.
Yeah.
I see.
The Mechanicus was so much cooler in Horus Heresy.
Oh yeah, the Mechanicum's baller. Particularly the snake-like ones have a massive wires that keeps them sort of standing up, and then they're into like a hunched carapace, almost like a pill bug, with a couple of massive limbs. One carries bolter, and 2 have cane sword-esque looking attachments, and as well as a what looks to be like a servo claw.
Mm-hmm. See. See.
Their heads end in naturally to the Imperium human skulls.
Because humanity, fuck yeah. You did
Yeah.
motherfucking day now.
Let me at them. Let me at them. Let me at. Gimme, 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 gimme.
At who? Which one do you want to fight?
Whichever one is willing.
Go to the Marine first.
Yeah.
Take out the Marines
Let's
first.
let's take a 5-minute break here. Anyway, speaking of trying to kill you, I think we're ready to resume.
Yep.
Bottom Fox
129
identified. I
18.
mean, what?
Stop.
All right. So
Cease and desist.
you sit there and you see the beginnings of this fight.
Intriguing.
I see traitors that need to die.
Oh yeah. Are they these traitor Marines? Have they visually seen us yet?
No, they are too focused on trying to take out the battle automata and this robed clad man.
Are
not
any...
doing particularly well at it.
Oh shit! They came out of a Land Raider.
Yeah.
Fuck! The Land Raider's firing, isn't it?
We got last cannon.
The Land Raider does not appear, at least yet, to be able to fire. It went pretty diagonally into this building, so there's a lot of rubble keeping it from being combat effective.
I can take care of the Raider.
Cool. I need to see what this keyword does.
At least I'm confident I could take care of the Land Raider. I don't know if I actually can. Just because
which keyword?
Heavy.
Oh, yes. I believe that's a strength requirement thing.
Strength equal to the heavy's rating to fire it normally.
Yeah, because otherwise you have to brace.
I have 6, so I would have to brace. Is that like an action or whatever?
Yeah.
Wait, you need to have a strength rating in order to use the thing?
Normally.
Yeah, you need to have strength 8 to use it without having to take the brace action.
The brace action is a move type action, and it lets you ignore the heavy trait until such time as
Don't forget. Don't forget, we are actually strength 8 if you only have 5 ranks in the thing because of our power
True.
armor.
You are wearing power armor with powered 3.
I have
Oh,
my
yes,
armor
you power-
noted as powered 2.
Oh, is it powered 2? I thought it was powered.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have
so
power
I'm
3.
strength 4 plus 2
Ah.
for 6.
Strength 4?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, he valued agility and being able to shoot.
You might have bought your strength higher, but I'm strength 4.
Sorry that our tech race started out with a little bit higher. Our tech marine started out with a little bit higher strength.
I think you got some cybernetics that help you out on that front because you got
Probably.
you got cyber limbs, right?
Technically, I could just sit here and use one of my claws.
Because augmetic limbs give you extra
cannon.
strength.
Yeah. Potentially. I don't remember where that's noted. Because I have... I'll figure it out. I have servo arm, so... But yeah, no, I guess I can walk around with the last cannon like nothing's happening.
Yep.
Trying
people
to
look different.
find the brace action here. Is it a movement action? Standard, jumping, swimming, flying? Nope, it's not listed under movement.
Is it listed under weapons and whatnot?
Yeah, it is. At least on the cheat sheet, it is telling me that it is a movement action.
All right. I even forgot that there was the cheat sheet. Jesus Christ. I should probably find that and open it. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we have a pretty good view of everything going on. So
yeah, you've got a little bit of a heightened view.
I'm gonna brace. I want to assess who amongst these Marines looks the most kitted out. Like, does any of them look particularly threatening, or this is just a group of fucking tacticals?
There's a group of fucking tacticals. There is a sergeant among them. You can see him with a power sword and a plasma pistol.
That's cute.
Whether that makes him the most dangerous, you can decide whether a plasma pistol is worse than
he's in charge, so that makes him a threat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use our Vox and say I've got the sergeant. If you two want to decide your targets.
Does any of them look like they're particularly carrying any heavy weapons?
No.
Is the Land Raider
maybe
actually
the
functional?
loaded people were an escort for the heavy weapon that is the Land Raider.
Okay. Is the Land Raider looking like it's fully functional at the time?
I mean, maybe. It doesn't look too beat up by its couple dozen meter fall. But it's not in a position in the rubble to do anything about anything.
I want to take a aimed action then.
Is there anyone I can get to with standard
movement?
That's what I was trying to find again.
Where is 40?
Because you're closer to the red robe clad man.
Well, he's shooting traitors, so I don't want to run up on him.
Okay, I just want to figure out if that was an applicable target.
You're not going to bait us into attacking an ally.
A potential ally. Although right
you
now,
don't know if he's friend or foe.
What determines speed again? Apparently never saved on my thing.
Your species.
Fuck. Zach, what's your speed?
Yeah.
We're the same species.
Shit. That's a good question. Check my sheet. Where the fuck is speed on this sheet?
It's underneath objective next to resolve.
7.
All right. Bless you. Bless you, my child. So it's speed of 7.
And for that, you are looking to charge?
I'm looking to be able to walk in and start multi-attacking.
You're not going to be quite close enough to walk in and multi-attack. I mean, you could jump out the window and get close, but you're probably a good 8
I think
meters
he's saying
away.
he has a thing that lets him move fast enough that he can, in what would normally be a walk-in action. Or am I misinterpreting?
Yeah, you're misinterpreting. I wanted to see if anyone was
Okay.
within 7. That way I could get
Gotcha.
up and because I doubt that I'm going to be able to take I have a power sword and a power axe. I might be able to just take out a normal attack marine in one go of it, but I'll make the charge. I'm going to go for someone who isn't the sergeant.
Okay, you're just going to start mulching your way on one side.
Yep, I'm just going to rip through them.
Okay. Absolutely. Let's, for the sake of just getting our bearings now, initiative.
There's initiative. All right.
Was there initiative? It's been a hot second.
Yes, there was.
I think it's like I in our dice rolls and whatever and anything otherwise. Who the fuck knows?
One moment. Inquisitorial influence. His name. Real card. Initiative order. 177. Initiative order. You will beginning around you and the party choose who acts first, and then it goes back and forth.
Okay, well I guess Brandon wants to charge, so we'll let Brandon charge.
Yep.
Get stuck in.
Unless you'd rather Ephraim take his shot first.
I'm fine with either because I'm not going after the sergeant.
I mean, yeah, ultimately what I'm going to be doing is, like, I've already braced, but I'm just going to be taking aim and doing a cold shot, trying to find the fucking cold shot.
Yeah, I'm just saying you guys pick who you want to go, and then I will be acting, and then we'll trade off until such time as I end up playing with myself for 5 fucking units.
I've got a...
Inky.
Where the fuck is this? Quick reference. There it is. It's not a PDF. It was a Google Doc.
Yep. Cold shot's free.
Yeah, it's free. I'm just trying to see what the +1, +3, +5. That's right. And it has to be like something as small as an I for the +5.
We didn't pin that message?
Difficulty number.
Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, if you're going for a head, it's just a +3.
I'll pin it.
It's small, but you know, your experience and shit.
I found it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
So
this isn't close range, is it?
Ooh, that's a good point.
What's the range on your rifle?
I mean, I'm not asking about short range. I'm asking if we are close range.
Oh shit. Gotta remember what close range is.
Yeah. The short range for this thing is
24 meters.
is listed as 24.
Cannon.
Yeah. I am using the last cannon. I'm hoping to evaporate this man.
Oh, you're sniping with a fucking las cannon.
Yeah, I got a big fucking gun. This is designed to pierce tanks.
You know what? Entirely fair.
Yeah. It uses the same shit I roll for the fucking bolter. So, you know, if I have the chance to set up and use it, I'm going to set up and use it.
At short range, you get +1 die. Nice.
There we go. I'm just figuring out what close is.
Short range gives +1 die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. According to the cheat sheet, and if the range is smaller than short, +1 die. But if the range is greater than medium, it's +2 difficulty.
Smaller than short, it's +1.
So So if it's under, if it's under short, +1.
Okay.
If it's over mediums, like band, it is -2 dice, or +2 to the difficulty number.
Difficulty number.
So you'll get the +1 die. You're well within short.
So does that count as close?
God damn it! Right, close. Fucking. Let me look at what range. What is range? Range. Yeah. Okay, close range.
Yeah, I don't see the cheat sheet saying anything about close range.
Yeah,
No,
neither
it
do I.
doesn't. I'm just figuring out what close range is determined by, because I have a feeling it's determined by like a flat number, because they like to do that. Within close range. What define? Close range is not a thing, so I'm assuming when it's talking about close range, it's talking about short.
Okay. Fascinating.
Because I did a quick control F on the core book, and it did not find that.
Cool. All right.
All right. Just vaporize the commander. Feel free to.
Cool. So I'm going to aim, which gives me +1 die. I'm going to do the called shot for his fucking head, I guess. Get the +3 to the DN. I have nothing else increasing the DN. I reduced the DN by twice my rank because of dead shot. Or not because of dead shot, a natural ballistic skill. Because I'm taking an aim action, I'm doubling the bonus extra dice I receive. Also, in short range, so another +1 die. So that's 2 extra dice. Tip of the spear gains an additional half rank on all ballistic skill tests made with a ranged weapon at close range, so short range. We're rank 4, so that's another 2 dice. I'm getting +4 dice on this roll. So that's 14 +4 for 18 dice to murderificate this man.
Yeah. Go for it.
Cool. That'll be 3 exalted, 5 normal for 11 total.
All right.
And I'm trying to remember how the fuck this resolution works. Does that turn into dice that I need to roll for damage?
DN, you can shift exalted icons up to a number of times that it says that you can, and it'll give you just a plus to the number that you have damage that you're doing. So your weapon has a base DN.
Okay. So
and then you have ED, which is extra damage that you give it.
Yeah, that base has 3. I have a trait that is doubling that with Deadeye, so that's 6 extra damage dice. Can I shift all 3 exalted into extra damage as well?
Yeah, for its ED value.
Wait, each exalted adds in the entire ED value?
No. So each one gives that additional 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever the ED value is.
Its ED value at base is 3.
Yeah, so every time you shift to success, you get plus that.
So can I just shift all 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I have misread it, that is what you can do.
Cool. So that would be 3 times 3 is 9 on top of the 6 I already have.
I'll double check shifting real quick.
So that'd be 15 extra damage dice.
That's already 18 damage, if I remember correctly.
Using shifts, shift for extra damage, it adds 1 ED when you roll for damage on the attack.
Okay. So it's only
so each one's adding 1.
Okay, so we're shifting 3, so that'll be
You
3
can
plus
add
6.
up
That'll
to
be 9
the
extra
ED
damage.
value. Okay.
9
And
extra
you can add up
ED.
to that ED value. So when it's the plus 3 ED, you can add up to 3.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you said
so
you
it'll
got
be
3 shifts exalted anyway, so.
Yes, so I'll shift 3 of those. So it'll be 9 total ED, because I'm assuming my dead eye is not going to affect that. It's going to
No, that's just
affect
flat.
the base. Yeah. So it's gonna be 9 ED. So I roll those, and it's those plus the base damage. It's all coming back to me now.
Yep.
Cool. So that'll be 4 exalted icons for 8 total. So it's 18 plus 8. If I
26
understand
damage.
correctly. Yeah.
At what, 10-3 or -3?
It's
Are you using the Kraken
AP.
rounds or standard?
I'm using the las cannon, my guy.
Oh, right, the las cannon. Fucking, I keep forgetting
AP
that you're
minus
just
3.
you're just deleting this, man.
Yeah, it also has salvo 1. I don't know how the fuck salvo works. I gotta double check that.
Yeah, salvo.
I think that means I can only fire once. I think it means I can't spam it or
No,
anything.
salvo is when you like a rapid fire.
Yeah,
it
Gotcha.
does
we
stuff.
can only do
So
it
like if you're holding the
range, if I
trigger
remember
down,
correctly.
you get salvo.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just deleting this mana one shot.
Yeah, because there are what are called salvo actions.
Just casual 26 damage at AP minus 3. Good luck.
Yeah. One moment. You said 23 damage.
26.
26 damage. AP minus 3. Yeah. No, that man's fucking dead.
Head gone in a laser cannon shot.
Yeah, I know. You still chewed through his resilience, his armor, and wounds, even if you didn't have AP at that point.
I would like to spend a glory to immediately go next.
Hot.
You know what? Understandable. Have a nice day.
Cool. I charge the next closest Marine.
Go get him, big guy.
All right, I'll mark you guys down. That.
And I charge a bitch.
All right.
1 dice to melee. Because I'm entering melee, I go into frenzied. Because I go to frenzied, I get an additional die. No, I get an additional strength bonus. So that doesn't matter right now.
Which is better than a die.
Yeah. So roll 13 dice for my attack. I want to make sure I'm doing that right. Weapon skill. Yep. Okay. For 8, 1 exalted icon. I'm using the power axe, so I'm going to spend that exalted for rend.
Fair.
So AP minus 3. It is damage plus 5 with ED 5, so I'm rolling. My strength
So
is
damage. You're not rolling.
9.
You have your strength plus your that plus 5, and then that is your base damage.
So 9 plus 5 is 14, and then I have 5 damage dice.
You have 5 extra. Yeah.
Yeah, for 5 ED.
For 5 ED, I believe you just add that, don't you? We're gonna end up playing this game like 5 different ways.
Yep, that's fine.
That's fools. Roll, resolve the wrath die. If the character has more successes than difficulty. Oh no, that's for not. Here's for combat. Nominate. You get your 1 move action, 1 standard, 2 simples, or 1 full. Roll attack against the ballistic skill or defense. You beat his defense. Roll any weapon extra dice ED. Okay. Plus any shifts from the previous roll. Oh, okay. So we did that a little bit wrong before, but it's whatever. So yes, you do roll the ED plus shifts that you got from the previous roll.
Zip.
And then you count those successes and add it to the weapon damage. And you add your strength if it's melee.
Yeah. Well, luckily, adding 0 to things is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 damage, AP3.
All right. That's not terrible. 14 damage, EAP3. So that goes down to that. You chew into this man. He's not dead, but which weapon we're using?
A power axe.
The power axe? Yeah, no, that solidly cleaves into his like shoulder. He is not a happy camper, but Astartes' physiology is pretty potent, and even as he cries out from the pain, he is still standing and looking to swing his weapon towards you.
Yeah. I remember we had a strange thing with incarnate violence, which was ignore up to plus rank DN of penalties for melee multi-attacks, but that's on a charge move. Those are two separate combat actions
Yes.
is the issue.
Yeah, once you get into the thick of it, you'll start whirlwinding people.
Yeah.
And luckily, unlike poor little cultists, these guys have the resilience to take it. Letting you play around with
that. more flesh to chop.
Just like wood.
Yep.
All right. Well, I will be going next. And you know what? They're not expecting any quarter from their brothers. They're not.
They shouldn't.
We're gonna see a man swing around with a bolter and try to fire on you. You being Harkin, as he is you are the now very obvious target chopping into a dude.
Good.
Let's see. That skills that with that, so that's that. What's your defense?
It says my base defense is 7, but I also is it toughness or the what intuition goes off of?
The base is your armor, your resilience. Your defense is your I -1.
Okay, so 5.
Your resilience is your base, which is your toughness +1, I believe, and then your armor for a total of blank.
What's our armor's fucking rating?
5, I believe. I think almost all the power armors are 5, except for like edge cases like Terra.
But yeah, defense 5.
All right. Well, even in the heat of battle, that is a cool as a cucumber man. He is firing at you from around his buddy. He will roll the ED, shift that many times. He is using that.
And they're just running with standard bolters, right?
All right. Yeah, no, he's just using a box standard bolter. That is 11 damage, no AP.
11 damage, no AP. I have an armor total of 12.
Cool.
So
I take off your resilience. You take 1 shock.
Take 1 shock. All right.
Yep. As your armor just eats the bolter fire and protects you completely. All right, Tarek, you're up.
Is the Land Raider active?
I mean, the machine spirit is active. The machine is on. It's just not currently doing much. It seems to be stuck in rubble.
stuck in rubble. Okay.
Yeah, so like its pintles aren't able to swivel around to get to a like good firing position on anybody, and its hull-mounted guns are buried in stone.
Okay. I'm gonna do a multi-attack.
Okay.
Which I need to go figure out how that actually works again.
So multi-action plus 2 DN for each additional action.
One of my items effectively ignores that, so
Yeah. And there's
me on
multi-action
that,
and multi-attack, but multi-attack is plus 2 DN for each target. Are you attacking multiple times, or are you attacking with multiple people with one thing?
I am attacking multiple times because I am using multiple weapons.
Okay, so then yeah, that is multi-action plus 2 dice, a difficulty number for each action.
Correct. One
Wait,
of my attacks
cannot
will not
attack twice.
What do you mean I cannot attack twice?
That's just what the quick reference document tells me.
So in my mind, he's using that weapon. Says he's attacking with separate weapons to be multi-attack.
Yeah.
And he's just indicating a different target. It's a different target, but for a different gun.
I'm attacking once. I'm not trying to shoot and then smack someone different.
Yeah, but you're shooting with multiple guns, right? That's the idea. On
Correct.
one dude.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Give me
on multiple dudes.
No. Oh, then that's multi-attack, not multi-action.
Yeah.
So it's plus 2 dice number for each additional target. You only roll once.
Right. Only roll once, but one of my weapons ignores the difficulty number.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you're just using that one weapon, essentially.
No. I'm using all of the weapons I have. Well, it's just one of my attack rolls or one of the attacks is not going to be affected by the difficulty number.
No, I get you that, but with multi-attack, you only roll one time.
Oh, so
and it says it must use each attack of your multi-attack must use the same weapon.
Must use the same weapon? Really?
Yeah.
Page 187 of the core. Multi-attacks work similar to multi-actions. Every additional attack increases defense of every target by plus 2 for the purposes of the attack. Each attack your multi-attack must use the same weapon, and you cannot shift as part of a multi-attack. Roll damage once and apply the result to every target hit.
Oh, so what's about multi-action then?
Multi-action is more like if you were going to shoot and then like grapple, or shoot and then fall back, shoot in full defense. The idea behind it is that you're not able to attack twice. You're increasing the difficulty number because you're trying to move faster.
Yeah, multi-actions. You can attempt to take more than one combat action in a round, but doing so makes all your combat actions more difficult. First, you declare you're doing a multi-action, then you say which actions you take. For every additional action you declare, it's a plus 2 die to all penalty, DN to all tests. So if you do 2 actions, it's plus 2. If you do 3, it's plus 4. You can attempt. You cannot take more than one attack action using multi-action.
Okay.
So I guess I'll let you like flavor it like you're kind of attacking with multiple of your weapons, but it's only really going to have the traits of one. Just because the game doesn't like you firing with 3 guns into 3 dudes at once, even if you have 3 arms to do it with.
We just hacked 7th edition into an RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to. I'll just use my plasma pistol at this one.
Yeah. The alternative is the spray and pray, the spray fire thing. But this isn't really a mob, so you don't really have a good thing there.
Yeah,
no, spray fire is just that's dumb. So yeah, you essentially just want to do the multi attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the multi attack. They're all roughly what 7-ish meters.
They're about 8, 9, depending on 8 to 10, depending on who you're attacking, because you're at one side of them.
Okay, so they're all gonna be medium range for me, if just to make things easier.
Okay.
So it's not greater than medium, so I don't get the bonuses for short. I don't get any difficulty numbers, but I am getting difficulty numbers for multi attack. I'm gonna use plasma pistol for this.
How many people are you shooting at?
Each additional person is a +2.
Yeah.
Each additional person is a +2.
It's a +2
Yeah.
to the DN.
To their defense, which is essentially your difficulty number.
Yep.
So you're shooting at 3 people. They get +4. Yeah. Each of them gets +4.
Yeah, I'll just sit here and I'll just try and pop 3 of them.
Okay, so that'll give them +4.
So if they're maxed out on toughness, it'll be a 9 difficulty.
No, it's their initiative stat. I think that's what I is, right?
Yeah, and that's like I max out at 6. So I go down to 5, then they add the 4, so they go to 9.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
By the way, do you see my hidden messages when I make rolls?
No.
Okay. I was just curious.
I get what's my ballistics? 10. My ballistics is 10.
Alfarius is hiding amongst these fucking Emperor's children.
I get 8 total icons, 1 exalted. I can't shift because I'm multi-attacking. That's fine.
You also can't shift because that would cause you to miss.
Really?
Yeah, you just made it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, do your damage on these 3 schmucks.
They're all taking 15 damage minus 3 AP.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Is one of them one of the people that just got cleaved by Tarek?
Harkin.
Yeah, sorry.
Sure.
Okay. I suppose I should have had you specify that beforehand, but I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
15 minus 3.
I'm just blasting into the crowd.
Yeah, Harkin. The guy you have just cleaved into, his right shoulder erupts into in plasma, and he is now missing both of his arms and his life. While 2 other dudes get shot by the plasma pistol. They are alive, but not happy.
We can fix that.
Yeah.
I almost want to just run in there and join Harkin with my Omniscient axe. That's fuck you.
I mean, you could.
I mean, I could. It's just I'm starting
You want
off
to
with.
just jump out of the second story like a madman.
Look.
Anyway, my turn. One of the Space Marines is going to continue trying to hold the line and fire at these fucking robots.
A poor decision.
You know, they have suddenly been met with more resistance than they expected, which was not very much to begin with.
Attacking the Thanatar is probably fair. One of the Thanatars.
I guess that is fair.
Yeah. Because I don't think one of those is gone yet.
But, you know,
and if they
Jesus
go,
Christ. All right, so it's doing at least 1 damage. Oh, right. Wait, no. But these guys
take note of that guy.
Yeah. So this is the guy on the far end.
Cool.
He feels that the other dudes who are closer to this madman who just chopped a man in almost half can deal with that.
Seeker neural activation.
Oh.
Oh no, supercharge it? I don't know if I want to supercharge this.
Just do it away from
Oh,
me.
yeah. So that's 4 exalted icons. 5. And this one's already visible, so might as well. Okay, so he's doing 12. What's its resilient? Yeah, no. So this dude opens fire on the Thanatar, and most of it's just kind of harmlessly plinking off of its titanium shell. But a couple of shots seem to get between the plates, and you see some sparks come out of the Thanatar. The Thanatar does not seem terribly bothered by it. Thanatar will shoot back. Not at that guy. Well, actually, yeah, at that guy. He did any amount of damage. Now they are target priority. And he'll hit for that. That guy is pasted. I do not even need the roll. As a plasma mortar, proceeds to heat up the fires, and a ball of plasma. It goes through that window, and that window is not so much a window as it is a hole, and there is the lack of person standing behind it anymore. Now that Harkin is not in melee, another guy close will who expects that he will be next will reprioritize to Harkin.
Is he one of the people that got shot?
Yes.
He's correct.
Yeah. And your defense is 5?
Yes, my defense is 5.
All right, he will still hit. He has 2 shiftable icons, so that'll be for a total of 11 damage.
I take another point of shock.
All right. One of the guys in the now middle is going to prioritize the window where plasma came out of. AKA shooting at Terra. And he's actually going to go for full auto. Just to try to dissuade motherfucker from trying a second time. Bolt guns don't have salvo, do they?
They have rapid fire.
No.
They have rapid fire. How does rapid fire work again? I guess he's
if
not
they're within
full
short
auto
range to get. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't full auto with a fucking bolter apparently.
Rapid fire, if the weapon is capable of firing quickly. If you hit with a rapid fire weapon at short range, you gain extra damage die equal to the rapid fire rating.
Ah.
Yeah, you can full auto with a bolter.
They don't have salvo though, do they?
Yeah, they do.
No, they do not. They do? They do?
Yeah, bolt gun salvo too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
shit, they do.
he's gonna do that.
Yeah, they also have the trait rapid fire too.
Yeah. That is short range for a bolt gun.
And brutal.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Where's salvo? Why the fuck is salvo?
Salvo is for salvo options. What's your defense, Derek?
Only 4.
Okay.
I'm a little bit on the bigger side, so I don't get a whole lot.
Yeah,
Of
he empties his mag at you. He doesn't shift any. So he does a total of 10. That man
I
really
take
emptied his mag for a whole lot of nothing.
I take shock. You have now
Yeah.
pissed me off.
Another Thanatar will go. Can't shift any icons. So it'll only do. Oh my god, someone might actually survive this one. Man gets plasma mortared, doesn't fucking die. Who would have guessed? Yeah. Plasma mortar does. Oh wait. Yeah. That one. Oh no, it has AP. I forgot. Yeah, no, that man's dead as fuck. So yeah, that man dies, if only barely. So we are down to 7 Marines left. No. 8 Marines left. And another will move to engage. I'm not gonna say harken at melee combat because that just seems like a bad idea.
Please. You're getting stuck in one way or another, son.
Yeah, he's gonna move away from the window to try to support his guy and shoot at you and maybe do some damage this time.
Oh, we're in Windows. We technically get cover.
Well, you and Ephraim are. The Magos is balls out, not giving a fuck, and Harkin does not have time for that pussy shit. He cannot shift, so do you want to take 11?
I mean, shock.
Yeah. And you are just being hosed with bolter fire, and it's getting loud in here.
My turn.
The battle automata are not going to go. The rest are just acting in defense of their magos, their guardians. They don't care unless he's actually being shot at. And we'll have another dude as the representative fire at the window. He's going to try to hose down since the last guy didn't do so well. Okay, 2 shiftable. Jesus, only 2? Okay. Yeah, no, only 2. So that's going to be 2, 3. Well, let's see. Holy fuck! So that'll be 15 damage going your way, Tarek.
I'm in
damn,
cover.
bro. Yeah.
What does cover do precisely?
It just depends on what the GM's going to say is the cover rating for this. Because my defense concealment is if half of my body is less than half my body is actually exposed, or if less than half of my body is covered, I get +1 defense. If more than half my body is covered, I get +2 defense. And the materials of the cover gives me anywhere from 1 to 5 resilience bonuses.
given that these are bolters and that is, well, I mean, it's imperial concrete, polycrete, whatever the fuck they decide to call it, rockcrete. I think they call it rockcrete.
Rockcrete. It's either rockcrete
I
or
will say that
plasticrete.
it'll add 2 to your resilience, though I think that's still less than because he well beat your defense.
What was the number?
He got 11 icons.
Okay, so
7
what's
of them
the
were
total
normal.
number again?
The total number is 15. There's 15 damage going your way.
Oh no, I take an actual damage for once.
All right.
Because I think your armor's better than ours, technically.
Yeah, his is artificer.
Technically, I have 14 with cover. So, oh no, I took a point. Who is the guy who I am making a note of who shot me.
One of the flunkies in the middle, who's like they're essentially what they've done is they're now doing a like layered defense where the guys farthest from you are the ones aiming at the automaton, trying to keep them pinned down hopelessly. The guys in the middle are aiming up at the building because they're between the guy that's on top of them and the automata, so it's shifting over there. And then the guys closest to you guys are trying to hose down Harkin hopelessly.
That's perfectly fine. I'm making a note of who shot me.
Yep, top of the initiative.
Folks don't mind. I want to eliminate targets.
Go, Harkin, go.
Sure.
Spin.
I will proceed to multi-attack.
Go for it, bro.
How many targets are available in my?
I mean, you get your free regular move, which can put easily like 3-4 targets.
Cool. We're gonna do 3.
They formed a firing line, so and one of them moved back, which puts him only like arm's length away from the other guys. He wanted to still be away from you for as long as he could.
Yep. So, doing all-out attack because that's the only thing I can do with frenzy. That lowers my defense by 2. So my defense is now 3.
Mm-hmm.
I get to add 2 to my melee dice, and I can multi-attack with it. I pick 3 targets, so it's plus 60 in. Violence Incarnate, I drop 4 of that off based on my rank, so it's only a plus 2 DN, and I have 14 dice going into this.
Yeah. Something of interest to you, Ali, just in the future. Players have this really interesting ability to soak.
How does soak work?
I don't remember offhand. I just know that players can do it and I can't normally.
Oh. Okay. I will check on that. Seeing as I'm trying to figure out where the fuck Salvo is again.
Do we think Rattler's stored up?
Yeah, you have plenty. You have 4 right now.
Okay, because I only got 6, so I assume that doesn't hit any of them.
6. How much DN are you ignoring?
I'm ignoring 4, so I only have a plus 2 to my DN.
No, yeah, you get them.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to shift anything, but you get them. Oh, but you get a complication.
I do get a complication.
I'll decide that while you get your damage in.
I'm going to be using the power sword. Needed to clear that beforehand. I'm going to use that exalted icon for more damage.
Yeah,
so
you can't exalt. You cannot shift.
Oh, if I shift, that's when
if you shift, you miss.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You got on the nose because you ignored them out.
Can I use that? I'll worry about that here in a minute. So 2 more damage, so 16 damage to all 3.
16 damage to all 3?
Yep. And then I'm going to look up parry real quick.
Parries, you gain 1 defense against melee attacks while wielding a parry weapon.
Okay, they know better. So
Yeah.
I was trying to see if there's something I could spend the exalted on.
You say there was how much AP on it?
With the power sword, it's -3.
I believe you just cut 2 motherfuckers in half because they got plasma'd. Yeah, you there's one dude who was still standing, but the other 2 go down as you really dig into where the plasma left openings in their armor.
Wait 1 second. I have
Okay.
not been calculating my strength correctly.
Because you forgot about
17.
your power armor.
No, I forgot to add my frenzy bonus.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, you're taking motherfuckers down. You got to add that.
So an additional +1, so 17 damage. I doubt that it makes a massive difference.
No, the dude's still alive.
Yeah. Okay. Pass it
You know,
along.
add a couple there, and you'll get it. But for now,
I just become a Beyblade fucking blue
All right.
blender.
That leaves you guys with 3 glory left.
If one of them wants to go, if the enemy wants to go, they can take a turn.
Oh, you're going to let me play, me the GM?
Yeah, strange thing to. Cause I'll save. I won't get into it. It's that will be a review thing. I have a comment.
Yeah, I get you.
This reminds me of the time when Velo was fucking throwing arrows everywhere.
Yeah, I will go, and I will.
There's apparently an errata.
What?
That fix the called shot table so that every +1 to the DN penalty equals +1 ED.
Ah, okay.
So headshots are +3 ED instead
Rather
of
than +3
+2.
to the base. Oh, +2. Okay. Well, that's,
Yeah.
I mean, that makes more sense.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy who is stuck in melee with you will go to try to take a swing.
Oh, is he gonna swing a melee weapon at me?
Yeah.
Good thing I used the sword, parry. My difficulty is now 4.
Your defense, you mean?
Yeah, my defense.
I thought your defense was 5 to begin with.
So because I'm all out attacking because I have to, my defense goes down by 2.
Okay.
Charge, when I do charge, it ignores that because it's not an all out attack, it's its own kind of melee attack. But at that point is when things start to escalate.
Okay. Well, he's using a chainsword. It's got brutal and parry as well, but he didn't have it out at the time.
Yeah. So my defense at this moment is 4.
Okay. Skill is I. That's 5 plus that. Oh, easy. That they have the same dice pool for both. So you said it's 4 now?
Yep.
Cool. That's 1 shiftable icon. Oh boy. So that is going to be 13 plus 6, 19 coming at you.
19 total damage?
Yes.
I get to feel something.
Bear in mind that you can soak.
So how does that work? We need to figure that out.
So your soak value is your toughness value. When you take wound damage after your resilience, it may be too much. You can make a soak roll by rolling your toughness D6. You don't get a wrath die. You automatically get 1 shock. And you convert 1 wound to 1 shock. With that for each icon, if you want to try to do that.
I do.
Otherwise, you can take the wounds, and it depends on how much you want to succeed.
So I have 1 exalted for 2 icons and a glory.
Okay. Well, you don't roll a wrath die for it. That's just a normal die for intents and purposes.
Damn.
But you got 2 icons, so you can lower it by convert 2 of it into shock damage, which would give you 3 shock, but lower the damage you're taking by 2.
Yep. So and whatever gets past my armor is the damage I take.
Yeah.
19, 17. So I take 5. Where does determination come in?
Determination is your thing for not running away, I believe.
Oh, I'm frenzied. I can't do that. So
yeah.
So moving on.
Though for the future, you can roll determination when you suffer 1 or more wounds to. Oh, that is your soak. Wait, what?
Oh.
No. What? Wait. You can roll determination whenever you suffer 1 or more wounds to convert them to shock. Roll a number of dice equal to your toughness. Is determination toughness?
No, toughness is its own stat.
Yeah, but is determination based on toughness?
Yes.
Oh, then that's why. So yeah, you're essentially rolling determination by rolling your toughness, and that's your soak.
Gotcha.
Every icon reduces the wounds you suffer by 1 and causes you to suffer 1 shock. Sorry, so you don't suffer 3 shock, you suffer 2.
5 wounds, 5 shock. Let's go.
There you go. Finally, you feel something. All right, your guys' turn. Man, it turns out these chainswords are better than bolters.
How many of these fuckers left?
5.
Cool. Totally unrelated question. How long does it take to charge a charge pack?
Longer than a round.
Obviously.
Charge packs are generally you can put them in the. It depends on how you're charging
it. Yeah.
Because a charge pack is it's a las pack, which you can throw that shit in the fire. Your tech marine will scream at you, but it'll get charged in like 5-10 minutes. Or you can leave it out in the sun all day and it'll be charged.
Cool. How many guys are left?
5.
Hmm.
One of them is looking beat up, but the others are fresh.
Right.
He may or may not be the one that stuck a chainsword in my shoulder.
Totally unrelated question. The rules don't really address this, and I couldn't find anything. Called shot on multiple targets. Like, can that be done? Is it a called shot penalty per target, or do you just name the called shot and it's just a penalty that is applied to the overall roll?
So you're looking to called shot and multi-attack, right?
Potentially. Like if I say I want to shoot 3 guys and I do called shot head, do I take the penalty for the -3
the penalty
or
is
the +3
stack.
DN, and then I would just up the DN for every target?
Yeah, I assume that's how that would work. That's how I would roll it.
Interesting. That would be 3.
Are you shooting at something that has salvo?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, a las cannon.
The last cannon salvo? Are you fucking?
Yeah, the las cannon does have salvo. You can hold the trigger down on the las cannon. I think it is very funny.
Is that guy at far range? Is he still in short range for me at 24 meters?
What's the range of a las cannon?
24 for short.
Yeah, absolutely.
70 to 72 for long, 24 for short.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool,
he is effectively like 10 meters from you.
So short range 1 +1. Tip of the spear for another +2. And I'm having a stroke. Am I missing something? Oh, aim action for +1. It's for my +4. Called shot to the head. Doubling bonus ED. And I'm going to multi-attack. So it'll be initially that guy at that range, the far guy who rolled all those dice, and then 2 of his buddies that are closest to him, so that the ones closest to Harkin and to Eric are there. So I'm focusing on the guys that are farthest away from us. So 2 more guys, so 3 guys in total. So those 2 guys, that's a +2, +2. So that's 4, plus the 3 for the cold shot is 7. I reduce by the salvo down to 6, and then I do a -8 for my dead shot. So it's just base DN. And I'm gonna shoot.
Bear in mind, let me double check if defense counts as DN technically. Because it raises their defense rather than your DN.
The way I understand it is affecting the DN of what has to be rolled.
Yeah. I just want to
multi-attack +2 DN for each plus target. Yeah, so in the DN.
So it's considering defense DN. Okay. Yeah,
yes.
Then you're negating that because you're just that Chadley.
I'm fucking correct.
Yeah.
So my +4 extra dice. So I am throwing 18 dice at this. Cool. That'll be 15 icons, please. Thank you. 4 of them are exalted.
Yeah, you can shift those exalteds.
Yeah, we'll shift 3 of those for an extra 3 damage dice. So I'm gonna, and the called shot is +3 extra damage instead of the +2 because of the errata. So that's fucking 3 plus the base 3 is 6, and the base 3 is also doubled, which is another 3. So it's 9.
So that's 9. Yeah.
How did I get to the same amount of extra damage dice? Did I do something wrong? Am I forgetting something?
Last time we didn't do it particularly right, I think.
There might have been another. Yeah, there might have been another factor I'm not thinking of. Anyways, yeah, 9 extra damage dice.
All right, so roll those.
Cool.
So you're getting 5 damage on top of your base damage. Which puts it at?
Yeah, base damage 18. So that'll be 21.
Okay.
AP -3.
Yeah, those guys are dead as fuck.
Pew, 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 pew. And
man is rapid firing las cannon.
And kind of drained the battery. Whoops.
Oh no.
We should have asked before we left if they came with extra chargebacks. I feel kind of dirty asking now. So I'm just going to assume we don't have extras. So hopefully this guy will be our friend and let us plug in our phones.
Yeah, you didn't ask, so.
Yeah, hopefully
you don't
he has
have any
outlets
extra
available
packs right now.
Yeah. Worth though. There's 2 guys left. You guys got it.
Plenty of fire to go around though. So.
So yeah, that's my turn. Oh, I guess I'll hunker down behind the cover I'm at. Now that the battery's cooked.
Yeah. Makes sad noises. There's only one dude left to go, so I will roll for him. No quarter given, no quarter expected. I'm not gonna do dirty and just charge it. Harkin with a actually no, that is the best chance he has. We're gonna go at Harkin with a chainsword.
All right. Defense 4.
Mm-hmm.
I should have rolled 3 extra damage dice. I'm dumb.
You killed them anyway.
I know. That's why I was confused while we were at 9. I was totally forgetting to set up 3 dice.
4, 5, 6. With 4 total icons, that is 17.
17 damage.
17 damage going your way.
Attempt to soak.
All right, go for it.
Or 5.
Cool. Does that lower it below your resilience? Because you only need to lower to your resilience.
It does. It brings it down to my armor exactly.
Cool. I guess the other question is, can your shock sustain that?
No.
So how much shock do you have left?
I can take 3 more shock.
Cool. So you'll only be able to lower it by 3.
Okay.
Which will
Shock-
still, keep you alive, I presume.
And then by 3, so 15. So 3 damage. I'm alive.
Yep.
I'm good and fucked up though, but
I mean, it's one dude left. Tarek, do you want to fix that?
uh-oh.
Oh, sorry, 2 dudes alive. They're both in melee with Harkin.
We lose the cop, man.
Uh-oh.
No, I forgot I muted myself as I was trying to scratch my head.
Gotcha.
No, I will end this. I will sit here. And I will roll. I will plasma. I will multi-attack again. I will fucking fling plasma at everybody. That's 10. Oh wait, I can only do it with things like salvo if I'm trying to do the multi-attack, which is interesting.
Yeah, bear in mind, multi-attack and salvo are different.
Yeah, but if I am that's the thing that's kind of confusing, because if I'm looking at and reading what salvo says, just had it. Where did it go? 85. If I spray shot, which is me spraying ammunition at multiple targets, as a part of a multi-attack, reduce the difficulty and number of the test by the weapon's salvo value. This cannot decrease the difficulty number by more than the penalty imposed by multi-attack.
Yeah. So you can choose to empty the mag and to counteract the increased difficulty of attacking multiple people.
Problem is, I don't lose the mag.
What is giving you that?
My ballistic McKendrites. I don't have to
Ballistic
reload.
McKendrite?
I don't have to reload.
Give me a moment on that. Man, we are finding the funky interaction.
I realized I just shouldn't have declared a spray shot. I should have just multi-attacked.
Yeah, because one of the weapons I have is an enhanced ballistic McKendrite, but that's for a separate weapon. That's for a weapon I'm not going to use for salvo shots, because this is more for like I'm gonna fucking blast someone in the face.
Tell you what, because of how that's working, because it's your plasma pistol attached to the ballistic McKendrite, right?
Yeah, so effectively I would just say it's overheated and I can't use it for like some time.
I'm gonna say that because it's being powered by your potentia coils, it is going to give you 1 shock.
You know what? That's entirely fair. I will accept that trade-off.
As it just kind of exhausts you a little bit.
That's entirely fair. I'm gonna spray and pray. I'm gonna just spray multiple shots at these people. Oh no, I get a complication. Ooh. I get one complication, one exalted die, but I have a total of 7 icons.
Okay, now it over.
Okay.
You're not going to take damage, but you're going to need to let that motherfucker cool down.
Fair. Entirely fair. So it still gets the shots off.
Yes.
If I were to shift and exalted, I would still hit it, right? Because that would be 6. Oh no, I can't. I can't shift and I can't shift in a multi-attack.
Yeah, you also could shift if you wanted to.
Yeah. So 7. I guess 7 to hit.
Yeah, that's to hit, and that will make it.
15 plus.
One of them's fresh, one of them's fucked up.
So I have to roll damage dice.
You got to roll the ED because it comes with a base ED.
Oh, so I just roll ED, and then I add that to the damage.
To the base damage, yes.
Okay, so I only get 1 die.
As far as I can tell, ED is both at the amount of damage you can shift and a base amount of damage that acts as your variable.
Okay.
So a bolter is fairly consistent because it only has 1 ED, but a las cannon is can be a little wild because you can get a fuck ton of weird variable.
Okay, so I do a total of 16 damage to both of them with an AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. So that will put down one of them. As you fire and he goes down. Like last time, a chop to the side and a plasma pistol to the side of the face is a little bit too much for even an Astartes. But the other guy, still fairly fresh, takes it and is merely injured. Yeah. One moment, please.
Hold, please.
I need to decide a thing. What is this man's insight?
Not enough.
Fellowship, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you guys have been acting pretty overtly not angry at him. But he is very angry. Cool. Given that there's one dude left there, the man is very angry. There will be a quick burst of binary, and one of these wide-looking bipedal robots with the mortars on their shoulders will charge at the remaining Emperor's children.
Get fun. Get fun.
We're looking at that number. Hey, Zemi, you want to remind me what Brutal does?
Brutal makes it so that 1 2s are 0 extra damage, 3 4s are 1s, 5 6s are 2.
2 3s are 1, 4 5 are 2, and 6 is 3. You said?
No.
5 6 is 3. It's group die.
A 3 or a 4 is +1 damage. A 5 or a 6 is +2. A 1 or a 2 is 0.
It shifts then. Oh, okay. My bad. I was typing and trying to listen at the same time, and that was a mistake.
Rookie maneuver.
He beats the DN4 and it gets to shift an icon. We're gonna. No, he doesn't get to shift an icon because he's going through Rockcrete. That is a 3, which is 1 icon. All right. So it charges. It plows through the Rockcrete like nothing. Littering Harkon with bits of debris. Before grabbing this Emperor's children and absolutely burying this man 6 feet under with its fist. All right, we are tentatively out of combat, but Harkin, this robot is looking at you very angry. The other 2 robots have shifted their look towards the building you guys have been shooting at. The barrel, the mouth of the barrel that is their plasma mortars spins ready to fire.
Eric looks at the man in the road, looks at the red cloaked figure and screams in binary. Oh, hail the Messiah. We are friendlies.
Do you want to give me a persuasion check?
What is my
Add
persuasion?
half of your tier.
Add half of my tier. I get
You
60.
are blessed of the Omnissiah. You are
Oh,
special.
no. I get 1 icon and a complication. Oh no.
It'll be me that gets hit for it.
What was that?
It's gonna be me that gets hit for it.
Just dodge, dude.
Dodge 5-head.
Tarek, would you like to make me a tech use test?
Oh, 100%. I can do
Or
this.
I guess it's just tech in this. I keep saying tech use because I'm used to that in other Warhammer TTRPGs.
Oh my god, I get another complication, but with 8 dice. 8 icons, 3 of them are exalted. What the fuck?
It's really fucking funny. I am going to narratively declare that in trying to quarantine this latest hack attempt, the last hack attempt goes free, and you just randomly screech the angry tirade of this man.
Oh, damn it.
He has not turned to you. He merely taps his Omnissiah axe twice on the ground and admonishes you for daring speak his holy name.
Oh.
The name of the Omnissiah is not to be spoken through the foul mouths of traitors.
Can the rest of us hear those?
Is that actually is that in common, or is that actually still in binary?
It is in both.
Oh, it's in both. Nice.
Yes. Because he assumes that he sees that you are like talking in, or at least understanding his binary, but also he assumes you're all too stupid to understand it.
But you know what? He is a Magos. That is entirely fair.
Yes.
Although I take offense to that.
You should.
seek no hostilities with you, oh Magos. We are here as the actual betrayed and not the betrayers. I watched in agony to see a holy vessel of the Omnissiah fall from the heavens at the hands of the betrayers in straight. I heard the scream. I heard the screeches. I rise in fury. I weep. Exact the vengeance that is due. Seek these betrayers as you seek them.
All right. You want to give me another shot at persuasion, Tarek? I'll let you add your full
Okay.
tier.
All right. Oh, I guess 7 icons, 3 exalted, with nothing in the rest. Ta-da!
Does he buy it?
We are. We shall see.
FYI, I am good and fucked up.
Yeah.
I kind of figured I was gonna sit here once we are clearing out of not going to get fucked up by Mechanicus. Attend to your wounds.
Yeah, I'm at 8 of I'm at 8 of my 14.
Damn, bro.
Ooh.
Why'd you get hit?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Dodge.
My head.
Because unfortunately, I have to all out attack, which fucking just eats away at my defense.
Just dodge 5 head.
I can't.
The pain of the Xerxes is nothing compared to the pain of those who turn their guns upon her. The vile traitor Lupercal will know wrath when the children of the Omnissiah return to him with blade in hand.
I hear and I agree. For I am the betrayed son of Lupercal. I wish to seek the vengeance twicefold.
He taps his Omnissiah axe on the ground again twice, and the automata seem to stand down.
Oh, good.
Harkin will untense.
So, Harkin, you want to fight a robot?
I will rise from behind cover. You wouldn't happen to have a place I can hook this up to charge, would you?
We can probably use the Thunderhawk or the Land Raider for that, so long as they have not wholly been corrupted by the betrayers.
The machine spirits are misled. This will be cleared up soon enough.
Right.
Thank you, Magos.
Bring the charge path forward.
Yeah, I will disconnect it from the last cannon and then walk over there and hand it over.
He doesn't even take it from you. He just holds his hand over it for a few moments. There's a binary cant, and then he brings his hand back to his side.
All right, whatever you say. Funny numbers, man. We'll hook the charge back into the last cannon.
It seems to be full.
Good shit.
Cool. While Ephraim is doing that, Eric will actually will head down to meet with Harkin. You are You are wounded, brother. I must see
Indeed,
to that.
brother.
What is my medicine? Where's my
Your
Medicaid?
Medicaid.
My Medicaid.
Just slap some Omni Gel on it. It'll be okay.
Remember, you just
sorry,
slap
wrong
Omni Gel
setting.
and everything.
Yeah, a lot of people were upset about that security update.
I get
God, I
plus
would
one
kill for a
dice
Mass Effect
to
game.
this. Okay, cool. So I get totals 8 dice to this roll.
Cool.
Ah, yes, 4 icons with a glory.
You could use that to speed up the
100%.
stitching him and shit. Yeah.
We are doing that. I'm using the glory to sit here, and in terms of healing, he gets to get. Oh, okay. So Medicaid can heal 1 plus shift wound.
Yeah. You could also use it to increase the amount of wounds that you give him back.
Ally recovers wounds up in Medicaid plus int. Ooh, oh, that's under a regroup. Because a respite would take a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then
DM3. You
recover
you
shock
can't actually
equals
ship
Medicaid
that.
without failing.
Without failing, because it's difficulty number 3. This exalted icon is 2 of your 4 successes.
Okay, that's fair.
So you can only give him the 1 right now, at least.
But I would have to do a separate one to recover his shock.
Yeah.
So let's go read what
I'll let
says.
you wrap those together. Since you're kind of probably doing both, like, here, take these drugs, they'll take the edge off and the pain. So he'll also recover your rank plus 1 shock.
Because it's Medicaid plus cool is equal to the shock he gets back.
Oh, I see a restore shock. If you have a med kit or a similar device, like, I don't know, a Medicaid Mechadendrite.
My Medicaid Mechadendrite.
Yeah, you can do the same difficulty number test. I'm assuming that you're just doing them both at the same time because for celerity,
Okay.
and then you'll restore.
That's
he
fair.
will restore rank plus 1 shock.
And then how
Rank
many
plus
wounds do
1.
I get back?
1. So you're
you get
restoring
1
5 shock for 1 wound.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am at half health.
Actually, I think it's rank of my Medicaid, so it would be 3 shock total.
No, rank is a specific thing.
rank is a
you are
specific
all
thing.
rank 4.
Your rating would be if it was your Medicaid skill.
Okay, that's right there. Okay. So yeah, you recover a single wound, but yeah. Okay.
Ow.
If we take a respite,
screwed up, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Like if we took a respite, you'd be fine, but I don't think we have enough time for that.
We don't have. Well, it depends on how long it takes to get this ship up and running.
Well,
Because
that's fair.
Harkin's not a lot of help on that.
As you're healing up your buddy, Caleb has entered the Land Raider, and you hear a few bolter rounds, and then he exits it.
You know what? That's fair. We can't wholly trust that the servitors in the Land Raider are not corrupted. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he wouldn't have needed bolter to take out servitors.
Oh, I guess there might have been a few left over that were wounded in the Land Raider.
The crew of the Land Raiders actually tend to be Astromil's arm. Just piloting. Weirdly enough, they're auxiliary crew, since they're not meant to fight. They're just there to operate the vehicle.
No longer a problem.
Yeah. It's a problem for some people. Frim, what are you up to? Well, summary executions and healing are going on.
You know, I want to go through their equipment. I want to see,
You know,
if any of them were packing anything like cracking rounds or anything spicy.
You know what? You want to give me a not sure
I'll
if I want to
give you,
make an investigation or survival. I'm gonna say investigation.
Damn. Okay.
Well, here, give me 1 moment. I'm gonna read, because I haven't brushed up on the how they describe each one. And survival has been a little more survival skill versatile in this system than it is in the others. Provision ability to find provisions. You know what? Make it a survival test.
Fantastic.
You-
One extra die.
one extra die.
exalted, 2 normal, and a complication.
Oh no, there's a
All
complication.
right.
God damn it.
Yep.
1
Have
exalted, 2 normal, and a complication.
Time of my life, and I owe it all
Be really
to
fucked
these
up
dice.
to effectively make their bolters hollow points. Like they're packing anti infantry bolter rounds instead of anti armor.
Would be awful.
Yeah. No,
Be
I
stupid.
will just to keep that complication for a ruin point. Yeah, you'll find a few mags of several mags of Kraken rounds. They
Nice.
knew what they were going into. These guys are one of these sets of backup. At this point, they're getting that you don't just pack normal rounds against other fellow Space Marines.
Cool. So how many mags?
7.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I will swap out 7 of those.
Yeah. You'll also find a few plasma flasks from the dead sergeant. And then a dozen
pistol,
more
power sword.
mags of regular bolter shells.
Cool. I will grab the plasma and well. All right. Do you actually need the plasma flasks for Tarek?
No, technically it is all just through my own mechanical machinations as
Yeah,
a tech marine.
Got it.
he feeds it from his potentio coil,
Mhm.
Interesting.
Mhm.
All
which
right,
is
well,
a
let's
weird
I
say
way
just-
to do plasma, but fuck it.
Gotcha.
If I'm saying as I'm
Cool.
done healing Harkin for right now, I guess I would also, for the moment, tinker on my plasma ballistic mechanic.
I mean,
kinda
yeah, what do you
hope
want to
it's
do
not-
with it?
Have
It's had
it
time to
not
cool
be
down. It should be
elevated.
fine now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, fine.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
essentially just if you were holding it, you might have had a problem and want to drop it, but it's on a robot arm that does not give a fuck, so it just had time to air cool while you were doing that. You just don't touch Harkin with it.
Please don't.
but I need to cauterize something. Hold on, Harkin. Hold still.
Oh my god.
Okay, if that's the case, I want to investigate the Thunderhawk.
Yeah, sure. At this time,
that's
the battle automata are beginning to form up on a Caleb, who is lingering towards the edge, considering moving on. This Thunderhawk, want to give me tech?
I can do so. Uh, this will just be a standard tech roll for the time being, which will be 10. I get total of 5 icons, 2 exalted, 1 normal, no complications.
Yeah. You're communicating with the machine spirit and stuff. You get your bonus. Don't forget that you have blessings of the Omnisci.
Blessings of the Omnisci. No, that's only if I succeed. I get my rank bonus dice to the test. That's if I succeed on a tech int test to repair a weapon or vehicle.
When you commune with a machine spirit as part of a test, you instead gain icons equal to your rank.
So I got a total of 9.
The Thunderhawk definitely has a very comprehensive machine spirit, and you are running diagnostics and stuff, which means you are talking to it.
You didn't fight? Okay, so yeah, I get a total of 9 icons.
All right. Yeah, you run a really quick diagnostic. It's an Emperor's Children Thunderhawk, but to be frank, these things are basically all the same. Most tech marines even don't care to do personalizations because that makes keeping the maintenance up harder. So they tend to be pretty box standard. You essentially look at the password protections. Yes, I enter password. You get in and you find that aside from some engine damage because it stalled out due to plasma, it's largely intact. Like the 30 feet, the 30-meter fall or 20-meter fall was not enough to break much on it. It just sort of conked out and killed a couple of the less augmented crew.
But
because this is a transport that was just keeping a land raider going, it didn't want to load up Space Marines inside it as well and overweigh the engines.
That's entirely fair. So it's just damage to the engine.
Damage to the right engine. But otherwise fairly intact. You'll probably want to do something about its weird position on top of a land raider, but you know.
So we
into
can
the
work
side
on
of
that.
a building.
Oh, we can work on that. That's fine. I want to go take a look at the land raider then, because we could probably use the land raider to push the Thunder if it's functional.
Yeah, well, the land raider is partially pinned under the Thunderhawk, and then also diagonal in the wreckage of this building. You can get in because it's got a big, wide assault door. That clearly the Archmagus entered and left from. There is now blood on the console as there are 2 just executed normies in there. Normies, I mean, being normal human.
Yep.
The ancillary crew was promptly executed when they were found in there. They were kind of huddled up against the front, hoping no one would come in after them, and well, that proved incorrect.
No, I shall commune with the machine spirit. Yeah.
The land raider is, you don't even need to roll. The land raider is undamaged. It's okay. Stuck there. And you know, you may want to get some of the rubble out from like on the treads, but land raider is a hardy vehicle. It's all but pristine.
Interesting. So effectively, we have a land raider that we could just pilot for a little bit, and then make repairs to the engines on this Thunderhawk, and then we could go.
Yeah, the only
with a land raider go.
Yeah, the only issues are the positioning and the damaged engine on the Thunderhawk. But with time, perhaps it could be repaired. You'd have to take a little bit more of a physical look at what got particularly vaporized slash melted slash fused to see what you're gonna need to look out for if it needs replacement parts or what have you.
That's fair. Should probably take a look at that.
Yeah. But that's gonna be
What is
hard
everyone else
without
doing?
I was gonna say that's gonna be hard without digging it out some because it is partially entombed.
Yep. But what's everyone else doing?
Keeping an eye out for incoming. Harkin is good at one thing.
Combat.
Yep. Close combat, to be specific.
I don't know. He seemed to be the most damaged one. Wouldn't that make him the worst at it?
I'll be fair, he was shot at 6 times, and they were not. So,
in
he feels
fairness,
like he
the
did his
shooting
job.
at him didn't do anything. It was the stabbing.
I mean, they were shooting at him and not them, so all of it is
Yeah.
fine.
True.
I took a couple hits here and there.
They just rolled like shit when it came to damage.
I'll take it.
Yep.
How about a Frim? What's a Frim doing?
So I guess I'll look over to Harkin. I have spare Kraken rounds if you want a few mags.
I mean, I'm competent with a gun. I'm just not used to using it.
I'm just saying, just in case if you do need to use it, might pay to have the good shit.
Fair enough. Do you want a crack grenade, or do you already have some?
I've already got some.
Okay.
Been hanging on to them just in case. Yeah. I'll hand over 3 Kraken round mags to you, and I'll take your normal mags for now.
All right.
So switching around. This goes down to 9. This goes up to 4.
I think for now we should probably secure the area, or in case there's more the traitor marines. Especially because this is gonna probably take a while to dig this thing out and get it right up.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wish we could take the Land Raider.
Yes. What's the situation with the Thunderhawk?
Thunderhawk. It took damage to the engine, but most of it going down was more of a being knocked off balance and the engine stalling out from the sudden heat, which caused it and the Land Raider to plow into the side of a building where the Land Raider was pinned under it. So the Land Raider is pretty much pristine. The Thunderhawk, you'll need to kind of get it out of the side of a building to really assess what the engine situation is like, but it otherwise is pristine.
It. We're strong. I don't think we're that strong.
I don't even think I could even pull a Thunderhawk with my Terra.
Yeah.
Are you guys musing this out loud, or?
Yeah. I would
Sure.
One
yeah,
moment.
you know what? Sure.
It's what we need to get off this planet, but I don't exactly have a crane in my back pocket.
Unfortunately, my server arm cannot lift such mass.
Could we potentially get the We can unbury the raider. Could we drag it out? Tow it?
That's a thought I had. If we
I
have,
have the ability.
As you guys muse this aloud, the Archmagus will tap his axe a few times, and the battle automata will approach the side of the building.
okay.
We will observe.
Blessings of the Omnicide upon those loyal to his cause. And the battle automata will start to dig out the Thunderhawk.
Oh,
You know what? Fair.
Three pretty burly robots will do it. It'll still take some time, and with that, I think it will be good to call session.
Sounds good.
yeah.
We will start the next session with a rest period and what we decide to do with the 2 vehicles.
And the
Cool beans.
Archmagus.
We
Yeah,
throw
I mean, he was
land
there.
raider.
He was formulating how to fucking do as much damage to Horus, and Horus is not on the planet, so he's not. You guys aren't the only one who are thinking about how to get off this rock.
That's entirely fair, and I'm glad I was able to convince him that as not only just as a fellow follower of the Omnicide, but as a son of the Luperful betrayer, I do wish to see vengeance.
If we drop a land
Yeah.
raider on Angrod,
If that had turned into a fight, that could have been
Ugly.
bad.
I'm gonna be real. That was gonna be a real. The stats written in case you guys turned it into a fight. It was gonna be real fucking spicy.
You know, we did have
Yeah.
a couple last cannons on hand, and we
Well,
probably could have.
I salvoed it when I didn't need to because I was, for some reason in my head, I thought like, oh, I have to use salvo to multi-attack, but I was being dumb.
No,
So,
no, and it's
I
funny because you
depleted the battery
already,
on mine.
yeah, you
no
already
reason.
negate the dice or the difficulty penalty. So
Yeah, and that's
it was
why
just
I should
kinda
have. I figured I should have had actually 12 extra damage dice on an attack. I got lost in the math in my head. I forgot to factor in the ones from the cold shot. So it should have been 12 extra damage dice.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us while we play Wrath and Glory and get ourselves into deeper and deeper shit on Istvan.
Yeah. We'll see if these loyalists get off this rock after all.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.